What's going on, guys? Bumpy Teacher in the house, and I am here with my EDL Draft Breakdown. It's going to be PU and below tier league, so it's going to be a lot of low tier mons that I've not really used before or whatever, and I have not really much clue what I'm doing, but it's fun. EXO's a god at lower tier mons, so it was kind of cool to be invited to join his league, so thanks EXO for that. EXO also streams a lot of his battles and stuff, so I'll leave his Twitch link in the description down below. If you haven't checked him out, I strongly recommend you do. Super dope guy, well worth your time. I have obviously spoken with him quite a lot recently, but yeah. So, in this league, we get the to draft between 6 and 8 Pokemon, so naturally, me being me, I drafted 8 Pokemon, and yeah. So we're going to look at the team right now, it's going to be hopefully nice. So, first Pokemon, I had to do it. Like, it's been a hero for the GPL for me all season long, and as soon as I saw Mudsdale there, I'm like, mine, give me that. Mudsdale, super great physically bulky Pokemon with a decent attack stat, really decent ability and stamina, of course, buffing its defense every time it takes damage. Also not bad with an Assault Vest, it does have an okay special defense. Kind of slow, doesn't offer a lot on the special side, of course, but hits hard enough with things like Earthquake and Stone. It gets Rock Slide, sadly not Stone Edge. Gets Rocks, gets Toxic, gets Roar, gets quite a lot of cool things. So I'm really happy to have it on my team. It was my first pick in the draft overall, and I just could not resist having it. So, next up is going to be Shiftry. Shiftry is a really cool mon. Gets SD, of course, gets priority in Sucker Punch, gets things like Defog, gets Seed Bomb, gets Knockoff, gets quite a lot of cool things, got a cool typing. It's quite weak to U-Turn, which does suck, but really powerful Pokemon in general, definitely excited for it. I have used it a little bit in ZU, with EXO and I were just messing around in ZU ladder when I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, really cool Pokemon, pretty fast, decent stats. I'm looking forward to seeing if I can put in some work with Shiftry. Never used it aside from like a couple of ZU games, so yeah. Next up is going to be Rapidash. Often I'm on that's outclassed by Combusken, but sadly I didn't have the points total to draft Combusken in this league, so I picked up Rapidash, which is kind of like the second best option. Hits pretty hard, decent speed and attack stat, gets things like Flare Blitz, gets Wild Charge, of course, for hit the water types. Does get Flame Charge to buff its speed up if I get outsped by things. But yeah, generally its big problem is the amount of recoil damage it takes, which really does hurt Rapidash. But there are ways to deal with it if you run the correct sets and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using Rapidash this season. So let's see what we can do next. Next up, I picked a budget water type to finish my Fire Water Grass core. Picked Lapras. Lapras is a cool Pokemon, actually. Decent special attack stat, somewhat okay bulk. Struggling a little bit on the speed, but that's fine. This thing is really cool. It's also a water immunity, it does get water absorb. So, pretty powerful. Pretty hard-hitting. Water Ice is kind of an unusual typing, but it is really strong offensively. Kind of weak defensively, but that's fine. This thing's job is just to sponge a couple of hits and hit surprisingly hard. That's pretty much Lapras' job, and for 6 points, honestly, Lapras is a steal. Coming in next is going to be Swoobat. Swoobat, pretty much simple Combine is what it's mostly known for. Does get Store Power, of course. Does get Defog, does get Roost. Does get things like Shadow Ball. They get some pretty cool moves, definitely worth a look. This was another mod I used in ZU with EXO when we did a few matches just for fun. So yeah, definitely interested in seeing if I can put it to work. It's kind of weak to Rocks, so I do need to deal with that if Rocks does come about. I actually have 3 mons on this team already that's weak to Rocks, so yeah. Next up, it's going to be Fracture. This pick was largely inspired by Solo Destroyer in the GPL, who picked up Haxorus. Did a fantastic job of using Haxorus this season. Haxorus, sadly, is too strong for this tier, of course, so I picked up its pre-evolved form. Fracture does get Dragon Dance as well. Doesn't get things like Earthquake, which Haxorus gets, but does still get decent moves. It does get enough power to hit pretty hard. Just a little bit lacking on that speed stat, but that's fine. After a Dragon Dance, I can definitely sort that out. Pretty good Z-Mon as well, with things like Z-Outrage. Does get a few coverage moves. I believe it gets Night Slash and things like that. I think it might get Poison Jab as well. It does get quite a lot of cool stuff, so hopefully I can put him to good use this season. I'm pretty much going to call him mini solo throughout the tournament, because that's pretty much what he has been. Next up, obviously now I have a Dragon type. Let's finish this Fairy Dragon Steel Core off. So I picked up Alolan Dougie next, obviously in the Steel part of the crew. Is another ground type, which I'm not used to doubling types, but I don't mind doing it if I have to. Hello and Doggy, pretty solid mod in general, obviously quad weak. Is it quad weak? No, it's not. It is kind of weak, does get rocks, can be really good banded set, it's got a decent attack and speed tier. Gets things like Sucker Punch as well, gets Earthquake, gets Stone Edge, gets Iron Hand and things like that. Pretty hard hitting mod in general, can be really obnoxious to play against, especially if it's allowed to do what it wants. Has the Tangling Hair ability, of course, which slows down the speed of any mon that makes contact with it, which can be really cool against certain players in this league, so hopefully we'll make it work. But yeah, really solid steel type in general, and for 14 points, seems like a pretty good deal to me. So that left me with 10 points left to pick up a fairy, so I grabbed Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime, somewhat bulky, not the most powerful Pokemon in the world, does get screens, does get decent amount of coverage moves, so it might pack a few little surprises here and there. But yeah, kind of a cool Pokemon. I liked Mr. Mime from the Let's Go Pikachu movie, so I thought why not try it out and see if I can make use of it. I haven't actually used Mr. Mime since it became a fairy type, so yeah. Excuse me. That's going to be the team, of course, for the EDL going forward. I'm actually due to be playing Sour, I believe his name is, the coach of the Scizor Stone 3, relatively soon. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll have my team builder and battles posted up for that. These leagues are best of 3 matches to my knowledge, so yeah, going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. This, of course, has replaced the NPLA. So for those of you that are not sure what happened with the MPLA, I posted an announcement video earlier tonight. As of recording this video, please do go watch it. But yeah, either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna get on out of it and get ready for the battle. My name is Rabombi Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Born with Rabombis. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.